Hey, I just saw Dead Man's Wire. Um, Bill Skarsgård, uh, Doris Montgomery, like Mr. Burns Montgomery. This movie's fantastic. I don't understand why I hadn't seen a trailer for it. I hadn't seen photos of it. I literally saw nothing about this movie. I just happened to have a cheap night at one of our local movie theaters, and I was gonna go see The Bone Temple, and saw this and was like, you know what? Let's try something different out. I watch a lot of horror, and I felt like being a bit more grounded, watching something based on a true story, by the way. And God, was this movie good? Like, I'm giving it an 8, and I know like some people are like, well, that's not that great because we rate things stupid now. But to me, an 8 is a fantastic, fantastic number to get. And this movie, Bill Skarsgård plays it so well, like so ridiculously well. And what I didn't expect coming in was the humor. There's just these subtle hints of humor that betray the character to be so much more human, um, because it's based on a true story, and the story itself is incredible. Like, I don't understand how I'd never heard of this story before. Um, if you know nothing about this movie, essentially what happens is a man is, because it's based on true stories, but this is how I'm gonna portray it. A man essentially buys some property, goes to the mortgagers, and was like, "I'm getting this," and then they, according to him, deter any buyers or investors so that his mortgage will keep going up and that he can't afford it instead of getting the investment money in and then paying it off. So that's what the whole like the basis of why he does what he does, and it's all about him wrapping a wire around the son of the CEO or the owner of the mortgage brokerage and holding a shotgun to the back of his head and making sure that he gets his fair dues by getting on the news and explaining what happened and being someone of the people. And I think he portrays such a it's just so good. He's such a good role in this. And whoever picked him, spot on. Every once in a while, I kind of feel the cracks of him being Pennywise come through. I don't know if he maybe filmed this around the same time or it was just in like deep within him. He's always going to be Pennywise to me, or maybe to himself. He just has that. But every once in a while, he'd say a crack, and I'm like, well, that was really Pennywise esque. And Montgomery, fantastic. He's not a big role to a certain respect because he does sit there in a lot of silence and a lot of a lot of emotions kind of driving through him. But he does it. Everything he does extremely well. I also really like, and I don't know the names of the actor and actress, but the B is essentially just like a woman trying to get the A spot on the news broadcast that she works for, and the other character is a DJ. They both crush their roles, and the bouncing back and forth between what's going on in his room to what's going on outside with them to like video, like to getting the video, and they do cut back and forth to a less like to an old school shooting style on an old school camera, which I love. I thought it like added so much depth to the story, and I just think if you haven't heard of this movie, go and see it. Go check it out. Like these are the kind of movies that we should be going to movie theaters for, and kind of pushing away the big AAA blockbusters, and just remembering what movies can be and how they don't have to be this huge plot. They can just be something that happened in real life and are just designed so incredibly. The director is Gus Van Sant, which I can't think of a bad thing to really say about this movie. I think every shot is so detailed, designed right, moves over, like the editing was moved over properly, and then the taste of jazz kind of going through all the music was mwah, chef's kiss, incredible. So if you haven't heard of this movie, because I sure as hell didn't until I just literally found it on my local like cinema and went, "What's that?" Then you should definitely go check it out because it's worth seeing. All right, tell me what you think if you have seen it. If you go and see it, come tell me what you think. Or I don't know, you might just be like, this is not the storyline for me. This is not the kind of idea of movie that I'm interested in. All right, thanks.